네, 지금 Try Everything 2023 개막식을 축하해
Try
주시기 위해서
Everything
내빈분들께서
2023.
행사장 안으로 들어오고 계십니다.
Our VIPs are
네,
arriving
내빈
at the
여러분들께서
venue to congratulate this event.
참석을 부탁드리겠습니다.
May I ask our VIPs to take your designated seats? Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats in preparation for the opening ceremony. Try Everything 2023. This is an event for people who make a better future by trying new things. Many different players in many different industries are together here to create creative and innovative ideas. This is the Startup Festival. Start now, try together. This is the slogan of the event. I'd like to declare open Try Everything 2023 right here, right now. Turning your imagination into reality. We believe in the power of startups, which are courageous enough to turn creative ideas into realities. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely welcome you all. I am Kim Young-mi, announcer and MC for today. Glad to meet you. So we have a great turnout here. So we have a sense of fall here already. Every year this time around, in Seoul, where it is easy to create a startup company, we have this festival in order to nurture and foster and identify promising startup companies, in order to share startup insights, and also to identify ways to advance to global markets. We have this event sponsored by Seoul Metropolitan Government, Megang Media Group, and SBA, in order for all the startup players to fully utilize this event. We have 206 booth exhibitions, and 206 companies are participating in the booth exhibition, and many companies are joining us. For a better future, we have this festival, which is Try Everything 2023. Here, you can try anything and everything. To congratulate today's event, we have distinguished guests here. Let me introduce them. When I introduce each and every one of them, please welcome them with a big round of applause. First, Mayor Oh Se-un of Seoul Metropolitan Government City. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Thank you. Mail Economic Daily President Chang Seung-jun from Mail Economic Daily. Chairman Kim Hyung-gi of Seoul Metropolitan City Council. CEO Kim Hyun-woo of SBA is joining him here with us. And Vice President of Seoul Venture Promotion Agency, Jang Ji-hwan. Director General Kang Myung-soo from Korea Chamber of Commerce. Kim Jong-wook, Director of Planning from Mail Economic Daily.
그리고 오늘 기조 강연을 위해서 특별한
For
부분을
keynote speeches, we have two important
뉴욕대학교
speakers.
게리 마커스
First,
교수님 함께해
Professor Gary
주시겠습니다.
Marcus
Professor
from New
Gary
York
Marcus,
University.
please. Thank you very much. 네, 그리고 역시 기조 강연
And another important keynote speaker,
도브 모란 CEO님 함께해 주시겠습니다.
CEO Mr. Doug Moran.
CEO of Growth Ventures. 네, 귀한 걸음 해주신 여러분들께
Thank you very much for joining here with us. We have many more important guests here, but for the sake of time, please be understanding that we cannot introduce every one of you. So through the screen, we show the VIPs. About 70 VIPs are here with us. So Try Everything 2023. You are the main players of this event. Once again, thank you very much for taking the precious time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. Let us start today's event. Mayor Oh Se-un from Seoul Metropolitan Government. May I invite him to deliver opening remarks. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Oh Se-un, Mayor of Seoul Metropolitan Government. I'd like to thank all the promising startups and venture capitals and accelerators, small and medium companies and large companies, and all the venture startup players from around the world. Thank you very much for being here with us. And Chairman Kim Hyung-gi, and Vice President of Mail Economic Daily, Jang Seung-jun, and Professor Gary Marcus from New York University, Mr. Doug Moran, CEO and President of Global Ventures, thank you very much for being here with us. Today, we are here to share the outcomes of venture startups here in Korea. About 10 years ago, it was very barren field in Korea. For about 10 years, when I have served as a mayor of Seoul City, I have nurtured and created foundation for startup businesses. Youths, bold triers and adventures that will actually boost our venture startup ecosystem. So what we need to do as a government is to create a foundation for venture business. So we can enjoy the benefits of venture startups and new companies because they can create 30% of the employment. And the value of the startup ecosystem is 223.7 billion won. And Paris and Amsterdam, they are really good cities for startups, but Korea is ranked higher than them in terms of a good city for startups. And we have about 90% of startups residing in Seoul. The Seoul Metropolitan Government presented the innovation policies, and they'll be very conducive to encouraging more startups. And we also saw the benefits of semiconductor developing. Even overseas, we see that. And 37 Korean companies received awards at CES. And out of them, 17 companies attracted 36.5 billion won of investment. So global markets are paying attention to Seoul. But I'm sure you are not complacent or satisfied about this result. The same goes to the Seoul Metropolitan Government. We want more. The venture investment in the first half of this year reduced by more than 40%. As the public organizations doubled as the venture companies increased twofold, other countries saw threefold or fourfold increase. as we start 2023 Try Everything, I would like to ask our investors and startup businesses, please pay attention to this. I would like to share our pledges once again. First, we are going to create infrastructure for startup. So we are going to create a Seoul Unicorn Hub where 1,000 startups can move in Seongsu-dong area in Seoul. And we are going to grow 10 state-of-the-art unicorn companies. And state-of-the-art manufacturing businesses will be intensively supported by the government. Semiconductors and electric cars are high value-added manufacturing business. In advanced countries in America, already they considered and recognized the importance of state-of-the-art manufacturing. Compared to Brooklyn and Xinjiang in China, manufacturing is kind of weak in Korea. So we outsourced the parts manufacturing to overseas countries. So in some cases, they give up on manufacturing products because they couldn't secure supply of parts. So centering on Yongsan, we are going to create an infrastructure for state-of-the-art manufacturing. Second, we are going to support universities in Seoul. So at the heart of startups lie universities. The success legend in Silicon Valley centered on UC Berkeley and Stanford because these universities constantly produced talent. And there was a good think tanks in those universities. So it's kind of rare in terms of a city where there are lots of universities with a population of 10 million. So Seoul is that kind of city. So we have 54 universities located in Seoul alone. We are going to support these universities. And in the field of new technologies, we are going to support the production and fostering of new talent, and we will support universities in that regard. And that will lead to the birth of a global tech company. And that's my hope. Third, the win-win growth or shared growth between large companies and startups will be promoted. In startup business world, they often complain that they don't have talent, they don't have workers, good workers. So they need competent developers. So we are going to create an academies to produce really good developers and tech talent. So currently we have 11 institutions and academies like that, but by the end of this year, it will increase to 25. So bio, healthcare, fintech, and talents specializing in each field like this will be produced from those academies. And Seoul Metropolitan Government will actively support that. In closing, I would like to say one more thing. You can open your wallet. Believe in the potential of our startups. Believe in their innovative and creative ideas. Please invest in them. They are they're creating new roads. And they are pioneers. So their direction and their paths will be somebody's compass in the future. So every year, TryEverything will further grow and develop. So make sure to participate in annual events and make this event more successful every year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We just heard from Mayor Woo Se-hoon. So startup ecosystem will be further promoted based on 3 different promises, and the Seoul City government will be behind the scene. Next, we are going to hear welcoming remarks. For this, we are going to invite Vice Chairperson Chang Soon-jun from Mail Economic Daily. Please welcome him with a big hands. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Chang Soon-jun from Mail Economic Daily. So today we are having opening ceremony for the Try Everything 2030. I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to every one of you. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to Mayor Woo Se-hun of Seoul Metropolitan City Government. So he is making great effort in order to create a better environment and soul for startup in Seoul. The theme of Try Everything is a start now and a try together. In our difficulties and challenges, and we are going to continue our attempts. And we are witnessing economic slowdown. There will be greater challenges ahead, and the startups will experience the challenges down the road. So the small and medium-sized companies and the large companies who moved ahead will share their know-how and expertise and the knowledges. So when the big companies and the startups and small and medium-sized companies work together, we are going to turn Seoul Metropolitan City more attractive city. The Mail Economic Daily will join the effort. So when it comes to the grant and the impact today, that is also organized together with this Try Together. So equity partners established the foundations and together with them, and we are going to have new trials and also go on have a demonstration day, and also startup demonstration day will be organized. The deep change organized by Kyowan will find new startups and the rising impact, and also the relevant programs will be organized over the next 3 days. So those will be the driving engine for the growth of the Korean economy. So Seoul Metropolitan City Government and Megyeong Daily will create a future for the startup. So Start Everything 2030 will offer those opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For today's event, he was a strong sponsor and he contributed a lot. Thank you very much for your message. Now, another congratulatory remarks. Kim Hyung-gi, Chairman of Seoul Metropolitan Council.
Hello, it's a very nice to meet you. I'm Kim Hyun-gi from Seoul Metropolitan City Council. So the challenges will create opportunities, and the grand history begins at the time of a difficult time. So when we face the difficulties and the challenges, we can try new things and make changes in our history. I believe Try Everything 2030 will be the stages to make new history. So this year again, this Try Everything 2030 will be the platform to signal the bright future. So please give a big hand to Mayor Woo Se-hun for organizing this wonderful occasion and the platform. My special thanks also go to Vice Chairperson Chang Soon-jun from Mail Economic Daily. Thank you for your effort. So we have two keynote speakers here. Professor Gary Marcus and CEO Doyobu Moran are here. So my special thanks go to keynote speakers. And also my special thanks go to startup investors and accelerators. And you are the main players of this event. Thank you so much. So we do not fear failure and try again. And that is the main essence of Try Everything. I'm not the startup. I do not have a startup background, but I have a DNA as the startup. because the politicians, even though we fail the elections, we try again. And I am the full-term, the council member. Well, in the past, I also experienced a failure, but I tried again and I'm here. So that is a spirit and essence of try everything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please try everything. Try everything 2030 that is taking place in Seoul metropolitan city now will provide great platforms to startups. Actually, Seoul itself is the one of the example of a try everything. After Korean War, we had a great the world challenges, but we had a great miracle of economic developments. So Seoul City itself shows the model of a try everything. Seoul City will be the force, the industry, and the hub. So startup, scale up will be supported by Seoul Metropolitan City government, and we are going to raise the fertile the soil for the further growth of startups. And Seoul City's the ranks in startup ecosystem has been increased. For the last 3 years, Seoul Metropolitan City included within top 10, and now we are going to aiming top 5. So in order to be top 5, and we are going to make a continuous effort, and Mayor Oh Se-hoon will have a leadership to this end. Please give a big hand to Mayor Oh Se-hoon once again so he can make environments for top 5 ecosystem. So startup investors and accelerators are here today. So we are going to have insightful ideas and the meaningful discussions. And the Try Everything 2030 will provide a wonderful platform. So our city council will be behind you to support you. So Seoul Metropolitan City will be the platform where the startup companies can grow and become unicorn companies. So to this end, Seoul City Council will provide financial support and bigger support. Thank you.
네, 고맙습니다. 설명주신
Thank you very
대로
much.
이루어지잖아요.
It was a message
우리
from
혁신의
Chairman Kim
창조력에는
Hyung-gi,
위대한 역사가
turning
있습니다.
crisis into opportunity. That is happening in Try Everything. It was just remarkable remarks. So the Seoul Metropolitan Council is going to provide the legal and policy support to startups. Unfortunately, we have an important guest that could not be here in person. Lee Young, Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise, has delivered the video message. Please turn your attention to the screen. I am the Minister of Small and Medium Startups. And this year, it marks the fourth Try Everything. So President of Mail Economic Daily and Professor Gary Marcus from New York University and Mr. Dov Moran, thank you very much for your attendance. For the past few years, the startup ecosystem has remarkable growth and development. CES used to be a venue for large companies, but a fourth of the innovation recipients were Korean startups. And even in Viva 2023, which is the largest startup festival in Middle East, the Korean startups ranked number 1 and 2. So recently, the Seoul startup ecosystem is ranking really high. That means our environment is really recognized globally. But despite these achievements, we are facing a very unfavorable internal and external environment. There is a cutthroat competition in the market, and technological and industrial changes will be more fast and it will be more heated. So we are going to provide intensive support. That way, we can nurture better talents and industry. So the Korea should be transitioned from fast follower to first mover. So my ministry invited the South Korean president recently, and we announced Startup Korea policy. So we are going to be the hub of startup ecosystem. As part of that, we are going to create Space K to be connected to global startups. And also, we will support Korean startups as well as foreign startups in Korea. And we are going to create a 2 trillion won of startup funds. That way we can nurture investment ecosystem. And in order to ensure open innovation where large companies and small companies grow together, we will apply negative regulation special measures. From today and the next 2 days, we are going to have the Try Everything 2023. Hopefully this event will be a great opportunity to further develop our startup ecosystem. In order to become the world's third creative industrial company in Korea, we will solidly support this movement as a government. Thank you very much.